Hey guys, so today I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's not a daily vlog. I decided that I wanted to talk about how to stay positive. This is something that I'm really trying to work on lately, but it's a lot harder than people just presume it is. People go, well, all you have to do is this and this and you can be a positive person. You know, sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes some things happen that are harder to get over than others. So I just wanted to say a few steps that help me. Now, I'm not a professional, so these might help you, they might not, but this is just a little insight of what I try to do to stay positive. One of the things that I try to do to stay positive is to make sure that I look at the brighter side of things. For instance, yesterday, I had a pretty good morning. I ate my healthy shake, and then I left for work and I stopped to get a rice bowl from Rumby's because I figured that was a healthier option than what I've usually been getting. So I get the rice bowl. As I'm getting onto the freeway, I've only gone a little bit of ways and there's traffic backed up. There's 2 lanes of the freeway closed due to an accident. And I'm like, oh crap, I'm gonna be late because I usually leave about an hour before work, but this time I left only like 20 minutes before work, which is plenty of time to get there as long as the roads are working just fine. But so I got off on another exit and I'm hurrying into work, and as I turn into work, my food falls off of the seat of my car and lands upside down, spilling my lunch all over my car. So most people would be like, oh, that ruined my day right there. As I was walking into work, I was walking up a step and then I tripped up the step and I was about done, but then I was like, you know what, no, I'm not gonna let this ruin my day. Today's a good day. It started off good, it's gonna end good. I was excited because I made it to work on time, and even though my food did flip upside down, it was still caught in the lid for the most part, so I did get to eat at least half of my food. So I had a lunch, so I was thankful for that. The rest of the day went really good. I made sure that I wasn't mad at anybody, and it was just a good day. And I think because I changed the mentality of what had happened on my way to work from the negative to the positive, it helped change my mood a lot. Another thing that I think is very important is to be nice to people. You always hear the saying, treat others like you would like to be treated. And sometimes this is hard because people don't like to treat others how they want to be treated, and they like to be rude or things like that. But I think the best thing to do, no matter what, is to make sure that you are nice to people and you are appropriate to people, because in the end, it's not what they said to you that will make your day negative or positive. It's what you said or did back to them. So I think it is very important to make sure that you stay positive and be nice to people, and even if someone's rude, try to use the nicest language possible. Just don't let them get under your skin, because that's the whole point of what people do when they're trying to be rude to you, is they're trying to make you upset. And if you're not upset, they're not winning and you're winning, so it can't ruin your day. Another one would be, don't stress the small stuff. I am really bad at this. You get home and you lay in bed and you're like, oh man, I didn't do this and this and I still have to do this, and you just stress about all this stuff that in reality, it's nighttime, you can't really do anything about it anyways, and you need sleep. So don't stress it, just ignore it. If you need to, write a list before you go to bed so that you're top notch for the next day and know what you need to do and know what you need to get done. I'm trying to work on this. I'm getting better at it. I don't think about dumb little things that I didn't do during the day that I didn't have time for. If there is something that's really bugging me, I'll hurry and write it down so that I can look it up the next morning and make sure that I am on my game the next day. Having a good support system is very important. Some people think they don't have a good support system, but I can guarantee you there's at least one person that cares about you. Even if you don't feel like it, there's always someone. I am lucky enough, I have many friends and family who support me, so I have a nice little support system to let me vent to. And sometimes you just need to vent, you know. People say don't vent, it's not good. Every once in a while is okay. That's why we have friends, is so they can listen and sometimes put advice or not give advice and just let you vent. Everybody needs to vent now and then, and if you don't vent and you hold it inside, then that makes it worse because it builds up. Communication, I'm not very good at this either. If somebody does something that you don't like, if you don't communicate with them that you don't like that, then they're not going to know, and then you're just going to stress about it and get mad about it, and then eventually it'll just get way worse than it was in the beginning. So you need to make sure that you communicate with people about what is bothering you, or they did something. You know, some people know that they did something that you don't like, but a lot of times people don't. We're not mind readers. We can't know what each other is thinking. So communication is very important in that whole aspect of a support system. I also think that you need to get some me time, even if it's just like 5 minutes of listening to your favorite song or sitting in your room for a minute with your eyes closed. Everybody needs a minute to just de-stress and relax, and just make sure you get some you time, because if you're always bombarded by everything and never getting time to just relax, that can build up your stresses and make your day a lot worse. The next step is something that you've all seen me trying to do, and I'm actually doing a lot better than I usually do, and it's be healthy. If you feel like crap, your day will probably be crap. Make sure you start off with a good breakfast. I've been trying to do that. Make sure you eat a good lunch and a good dinner, healthy snacks. I mean, it's okay to have a treat every once in a while. I think how people fail is that they don't think they can have any treats at all, and then they end up taking a whole day and scrounging everything that they can. Have a treat every once in a while. It'll curb that craving and hopefully help you stay eating right the rest of the day. One treat's not going to kill you. It's the one when you binge for a whole day because you haven't had your favorite treat in a month or things like that. So yeah, just try and be healthy. Walk. What they say, walking is some of the best exercise. People don't realize that just walking a little bit a day. I've started to park farther away so that I walk a little bit farther at work, and just that little bit of exercise can go a long way. There's kind of probably controversy against this, but it is okay to cry sometimes. Now obviously if you're crying every day, there might be something more to your problem than just trying to stay positive, but crying is okay. It actually is very helpful. It relieves toxins and makes you feel better. Me and a friend of mine went to the movie If I Stay the other night, and I bawled my eyes out. And even though crying is not that fun sometimes, when I was done with the movie, I just felt like a weight was lifted off. Who knows if I was crying for the movie, or sometimes once you start crying, you just start crying about all these things. So sit down, watch a sad movie, or if you feel like you need to cry, just cry. I don't like when people tell little kids, don't cry. It's not okay to cry. It is okay to cry. It's a natural part of the human body. If it wasn't okay to cry, we wouldn't have been made to cry. So I believe that relieves a lot of stress, and every once in a while it is okay to cry. So if you need to cry, just cry. Anyways, guys, that is my tips for the day. If you think of anything else, go ahead and comment below. And I would like you to subscribe and like it. Share it if you want. If this would help somebody you know, please go ahead and share it. I hope to do more of these, maybe once a week, some kind of advice or tips and tricks. I'm not very knowledgeable about a lot of life situations, but I'd like to help as much as I can, and who knows, maybe my ways of doing things can help somebody else. So I hope you guys have a good day.